Let's see. All right, all right, all right. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Born King Media back at you live once again. You know how we do it. Post game show, Oklahoma versus Tennessee. It was a tough game, tough matchup. First SEC game for OU, so you know what I mean? It had a good little matchup against Tennessee, the number 16, the number six team coming into this game. Final score 25-15, lost by 10, really kind of trailed by 16 for the majority. Uh, but since the second quarter. But let's talk about it, man. Wasn't quite what we thought it would be. And before we get started, I'd like to shout out everybody who watches the show, anybody who is watching the show now, who has maybe never watched the show before. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, tune in to us, man. You know, we come in live after every game because that's what we do. And we just like to talk about it, man. But I am here with my co-host, my boy. You already know from the No Laces days since he been with me all the way from then to now. Born King Media. My boy, Marcus Brown. What up, God?
What's happening?
You know, it hadn't. Nah, we here, man. I know that we kind of during the game was kind of disagreeing on a couple things, but we gonna get into all of that. But let's start. Let's start with the defense. Let's talk about before we go. You know, what I mean, before we go into all the other things that went wrong in the offense, let's talk about the defense and how I think they showed up a little bit tonight. How do you feel about the defense?
I mean, you can't really have anything really too bad to say. They was put in a bunch of bad positions and they held tight. I mean, if you held a team that was averaging 63 points to 25, I think you're doing pretty dang good.
Mm-hmm. Can't disagree with that.
You know,
Boys, I mean, they play about as good as they can play. I mean, I feel like anyway.
I think they gave up over 100 yards rushing, but they held Nico under 200 yards passing. So, and I know you held them under their usual rushing yards, even though they probably gave up 200 and some yards rushing, but I mean, it's still under their average. So, I mean, that's what you want. I mean, if you hold somebody or a team under their average, that's what your goal is. You know what I'm saying? And they
Hmm.
did it. And
I mean, it's
they
like,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, I was
No,
just saying
you
that's all they can really ask for. So, I mean, what
yeah.
you about to say?
Well, yeah, that's all you can really ask for, and to play good enough to keep you in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like they forced turnovers, they got three and outs. They they third down percentage was horrible. This was the most they punted all year.
Mm,
Like they only punted twice before this game, and they punted probably 5, 6 times. Well, shit, more. They punted a lot, but you know what
hmm.
I'm saying. That defense, I mean, Zach Alley and them boys. I mean, sad about Kobe. Hope
Mm.
Spear Jennings ain't hurt.
Man, did you see his ankle, bro? Did you see the play?
I turned away. I didn't look at it.
Ah, man, his ankle, it got turned, bro. His ankle was
Dak
looking
Prescott.
it was looking there. Yeah. It was looking right when it should have been looking left.
Yeah,
It wasn't quite right, bro. And I appreciate the whole team coming out, gather around the cart and celebrating him, because that's for sure was his last play of the season. Hopefully, I think he got another year left, right?
nah,
Is
he
it
was
over
due for a
for him?
transfer. I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll get a medical.
If he does, and if he is coming back,
Hopefully.
hopefully come back stronger because that was a gruesome injury. Whenever you get to see the play, man, it was nasty. So
Yeah,
nasty
but
work.
he was he was balling. And the defense as a whole, man, they all played good and was stepping up, man, and making plays. Like throughout the throughout the whole game, and I know they got tired and they fought through it. I mean, if you would nitpick, you would say the tackling because
Yeah,
they
they
missed
was
a
because
lot
all
of
dude kept
tackles.
doing was that little spin move. He kept just like every time he got hit, he just like rolled. It wasn't even a spin move; it was like a roll. You know what I mean? And he kept doing that, and it was working for him. I mean, what's his name, Samson or Simpson or whatever? He was
Yeah.
doing a good job of that. I got to give him credit. You know what I'm saying? Did a good job, and they couldn't slow it down for nothing.
Oh, it got him a touchdown because he was spinning.
Boy was spinning on them boys out
Definitely
there.
spin.
Like spin, do it, right, do it. All right. He was spinning on
Cause
them boys.
like, cause like that was the only drive that they had in the second half. To be honest
Yeah,
with you,
yeah, yeah. You ain't lying. You are
so I
not
mean,
lying.
like, yeah, defense. I mean, they probably gave up what? Wow, did they only give up 6 points in the second half? 9 or
Yeah,
10?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, they gave us 6 points second half
Oh yeah, hey,
because it was
listen,
what 19-3 going into
yeah,
halftime.
yeah, yeah. See, you can't, yeah, defense, yeah, you can't really say anything about them boys, man.
Right,
Played a heck of a ball game.
and
Let's
this
get to the
kind of,
real.
but no, I'm saying, and
Let's get,
that's kind of where we're gonna start to maybe disagree, maybe start to have a different outlook on the game because they were down 16. It was 19-3 going into the half. Right before the half, they benched Jackson Arnold on the last drive. They brought in Michael Hawkins. I personally thought they should not have done that. Although Jackson Arnold had an interception, which he did not see the corner drop back into the zone. I know it looks when he threw it, I know it looks bad. But as he's throwing it, I could see what he was seeing. Bad decision. There's no excuse. Still, because he'll learn, be able to check but actually he will not learn. And that's my problem. He won't learn from that. So now we gotta watch another. Actually, I'm moving too fast. But we're gonna have to watch another quarterback go through these same mistakes because that happens. I've seen that happen to every single quarterback I've ever watched. You know what I'm saying? I've seen the DB look like because the DB stepped up. It looked like he was in a some kind of zone over here in the flat. And then as the play was developing, as he's throwing it, he's dropping back and made a great play. Caught the football, man. Good job. You know what I'm saying? And that fumble though, I know he thought he landed on the ground, but he really landed on a player when the ball popped out. That was crucial. Now mm, that hurt
that's
a
the
lot.
only one. That's the only one I'd be like, okay, I could take that away from me because when you at the pal, arms is everywhere. You
It's
just
going
try to keep.
everywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
I
you
don't
don't.
know how
So all
you
right,
find
so hold on. So let's
stories or
back up for a
what.
second. So you don't give him no slack for the first interception.
I really don't.
You just saying you should have saw guy buddy.
I'm saying you need to go through other routes because the other two guys was covering them too.
No, but
Because see,
did you see the way it looked from his perspective when they showed the back view?
yes, and I'm still like, nah, you still probably don't need to try to force that
Bruh,
because
it was a straight
because
line shot. It looked like a straight line shot. Like I
but
actually seen what he
still,
seen. It
but
was like
still,
a ugh.
but still, man, like he
We
did
had
like.
one Nick. We had one dude following behind. We had one dude over the top. If I drop it
So who
right
was
here
out there in the?
underneath,
Is it somebody out there in the flat? So
you
ain't
mean on that
nobody out
same
there in the
side?
flat. So why is that corner going to cover Earth? If it's a
No,
zone, why is that corner going to cover Earth? If it ain't nobody in the flat,
and that's where he made the mistake. You definitely right
that's what
about
I'm
that.
saying. Like you know ain't nobody in the flat to make him stay down. You should know that. Ain't nobody out there to make him stay down.
Mhm.
So where he ain't finna guard Earth down there in the flats if ain't nobody there. He just gonna drift back.
I guess I'm saying, do we? I know you're saying the correct thing. That's what he's supposed to read, whatever the case. But when do we not give somebody the opportunity to learn it though? Like in real time, like this, you're not gonna learn that in practice.
I
Like it's gonna happen. You don't think that's gonna happen to Michael Hawkins?
listen, I I would give him more leniency if he would have looked better in the first two games. You
And
know what I'm saying?
that's
If he if
exactly
he
where I
doing
that's
if he
exactly where I
doing
thought
other
you would
stuff,
go with this.
like because this all
This is
boils,
and it,
this all culminates
and that's what
into
I said. We've seen this for
into
three
this.
games now before today.
So
That's and that is you brought it up. I mean, you brought it up first, but that is exactly where I was going to go. That was going to be my only rebuttal was the fact that we've kind of been looking at this for a couple games, and by now I'm feeling like you should have been able to read that.
like
But
there's no like the offense as a whole with Jackson Arnold at quarterback look stagnant and like they were not going to score no more.
and like
Granted, the first two drives, I
uh-huh.
didn't think they was going to score no more either. I mean,
Right.
but he started making plays and started moving the ball.
Hey, and like I said, what up, the boy and the boy Nino in the chat, he said it was a cover two corner. He played a sink technique because there was no flat threat, just like basically like what you just said. And so like I said, he caught him slipping. Should have realized that, you know what I mean? But he didn't. Um, but anyway, proceed. My bad, I mean cut you off. I was just,
Oh, yeah. But like the offense, when it just looked horrible the first two games in the first half. So why you gonna keep going that like I mean I at first I was like, this is gonna be tough. But hey man, listen, he make he see the practices and hey, he get paid the millions of dollars to make these decisions. And he went with Hawkins. And Hawkins started once he got his feet settled in at about that third, fourth drive, he started moving that thing. It wasn't the smoothest operation, but he was making plays and you could see him go through his reads. He wasn't like on certain plays, it seemed like Jackson Arnold is a statue and he's standing way too close to the line. And that's why, like, when he gets pressure, he can't do nothing. It's just a sack. Or he gotta he gotta break two tackles to get out of the confusion because he's right there. He's not getting any drops. I don't know if that's the play, but Michael Hawkins has more room to make a move than Jackson Arnold because they both dual threats.
I didn't see I didn't honestly, I'm be honest, I didn't see nothing. I really didn't see nothing that Michael Hawkins did that made me think he's any better than Jackson Arnold. Like I felt like they looked about the same. I mean, if Jackson Arnold would have stayed in the game, I'm pretty sure he would have scored a touchdown too, eventually. And you know what I'm saying? It probably would have ended up looking the same. That's fine.
You
But
honestly,
but
honestly,
the
that's
only
okay.
honest
So
thing, hold on, the only honest thing I saw that looked better was just as soon as the initial rush came, he was able to move faster, like get out the pocket, like get to the side faster. But it really wasn't helping much. I mean, and then
he had
and then the defense had a couple penalties that got us down the field. You know what I mean? And I just
Yo,
yeah, what up, guy? I just didn't really see much. What up?
is it working? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Hey,
working.
hold
It's
on, hold
working.
on.
It's
Now,
working.
hold on. Now we got to introduce my boy Nino. Done entered the chat. You know what I mean? Former Missouri player, number
Yo, yo,
22,
yo. What's
number
happening,
22 on the
BG?
field, number one in your heart from Missouri Tiger. My boy Nino Williams.
What
What's
up?
up,
What
guy?
up? What up, dog?
What's that? Is?
Man, chilling, King, chilling, chilling. Just I got a few questions for the OU fans, real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh hell, let's see what Nino
I
got.
got a couple of questions for the OU fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ready, dog?
You know it.
Well, no, no, no. Y'all continue what y'all had going. I ain't
All right,
gonna
yeah.
interrupt
Let me
like that.
let me let me finish. Hold on, let me
Yeah,
finish
yeah,
my
y'all
thought.
continue that. Then I got my questions afterwards
Let
because
me
I
finish
got
my thought.
several that I gotta answer.
Already, let me finish my thought. All I was gonna say was to finish up. And I see my boy Moga Mall in the chat. He said office is trash. That's all. Hawkins is a starter now, and it's an energy thing. Okay, I got you. So he feeling like, it's all energy. It's just like like my boy Junior said, they need to spark and all this type of stuff like that. I just feel like first of all, I feel like Tennessee was kind of like letting up at the end. I mean, it wasn't like it let's be honest, it wasn't the same as it was in the first half. You know what I mean?
Ah, that
It
second
was
touchdown.
not the same. They wasn't playing with the same intensity.
That second touchdown, they was getting real.
Who was
That's why they
what?
didn't score no. That's one of the reasons why they didn't score no more after that second touchdown. Because they started turning it up at the end.
But
Because
do
they
you, do
started
you
blitzing.
agree? Do you agree at a point they kind of was like they? I mean, I feel like at a point they kind of let up a little bit. That's just
Uh,
how I felt.
Jeff Levy ain't
No,
been
no, no,
known to
no,
let
no,
up.
no. Hold on. First of all, we don't hear nothing from you right now. Just you just
Jeff
hold on.
Levy
No,
ain't been known to
no,
let up.
we don't. Jeff Levy my ass. This is. You see what I'm saying? This is why we can't let Dallas Cowboy fans on here all the time. You know what I mean? We got to separate
What
it for
you
a second.
mean?
If Hulk gonna go, man, I'm finna go ahead and go.
Hey, check me out, man. Josh
Can
Heupel,
I finish my goddamn sentence first?
man. Hey,
Go
man.
ahead.
I,
Yeah, yeah,
I
go.
gotta
Can I
come
finish my
in and
sentence?
I gotta come in and interject. Josh Heupel main
This
goal
nigga.
was to run
Damn,
it
he
up.
just took over the show like
Hey,
that.
look at him. Look at him. But
Josh
listen.
Heupel wanted to run it up. He had
Hey,
a
Josh. Hey, listen. I don't give a damn what Josh Hyde want to do.
Hey,
Just hold
listen,
on.
listen.
Listen,
Josh
hold
Heupel
on.
could have
Hold on.
did
Hold on.
it
Hold on. Moga
if he
Mall in the
wanted to.
chat. Moga Mall in the chat said they responded better to him, but the offensive calls were trash. And I guess he's talking about Hawkins or whatever the case. And
the
like I was
offensive calls was
saying,
trash because you got
boy,
Jackson
hey,
Arnold
would
at
you hold
QB.
on? Jesus Christ. I'm gonna give you the mic.
Hey,
Can I let me quarterback this thing? Let me, you know what I
Go
mean?
ahead,
Let
man.
me let me
Go ahead.
Michael Hawkins Jr. this thing real quick. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? This
Junior, you was right 2 weeks ago, wasn't
I tried to tell you.
you?
right to
Man,
about what? Hold on, hold on. Right 2 weeks ago about what?
after I ask my questions, man, I wonder what the answer is gonna be when I ask my questions, cause
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
you know
y'all,
what? Listen,
y'all,
You got
since
y'all,
y'all
you,
y'all
don't
you
listen,
jumping
see,
the
y'all don't
gun
let
on
me
a whole
finish.
bunch of
No,
stuff.
no, hold
I
on,
just
hold on.
want Suge to get his piece out. Pause.
No,
go ahead.
sit, no,
Go ahead.
no,
Go
sit, no, no. They don't want to let me finish. They don't
go
want to let
ahead.
me finish.
Hey,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead, Martin Luther
You don't want to
King
let
this
me
thing.
finish.
Go ahead.
So I'm gonna go ahead. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna come back around because I got all night. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I
go
got all
ahead.
night. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna introduce. I think I'm gonna ask Nino. Nino, as an outsider, not an emotional OU fan like we are, sitting here
Right.
watching the game. How did you see it? What did you think about the benching of Jackson Arnold and what took place tonight from your perspective, from the outside looking in?
I think it was a panic button. I think it was a major panic decision. I think it could be something that could fuck OU up. Excuse me. I think it could be something that could mess OU up on down the line with chemistry. And it's gonna be real hard to go back to Jackson Arnold if and when it don't work out for the Hawkins. And I got several questions, you know what I mean, that'll follow up with that where y'all understand where I'm coming from. But I just think it was a major panic. I'm not no OU fan, you know what I mean? Jackson Arnold, you know, I've always been like, I don't look at stars. I determine what the players like once they get on campus and they play in college football, because those stars be overranked or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I got my viewpoint on that. But um,
He
Oh,
did. He did ask
I think
about the move.
I think he froze up. I think he froze up
What
a little
about?
bit over there,
I want
Nino.
to know about the play between the two quarterbacks. That's what I want to know. What did he see on the two on the compared to the play of the two
Right, as far
quarterbacks?
as the
can
quarterbacks.
Because my
You
thing
back?
you
is,
hear
Nino,
me?
you back?
he back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, he froze up for a second. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Finish up.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I was saying, in my opinion, I think it was a major panic decision, and it could be something that can affect OU going on down the line as far as chemistry.
What I'm trying to
I don't
say.
think with them going to him. First of all, they disrespected Jackson Arnold by bringing the Hawkins kid in with a minute something left and a half. At least have the decency to
Can we
let
at
the
least
kid
finish the
finish out the
half?
half and then come back with the Hawkins kid after. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing because that sends a message to your team. Like if we don't make this decision, our season's basically over. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like a major panic move that they may
So,
not be able to recover from.
but
And
hey,
then
Nino, let me ask you this question though. If the team feels like this
man,
quarterback is not the
no, 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 no,
guy,
no, no. I'm gonna get to all that. I'm gonna get to all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get to all that. Um,
No, you can't.
I don't
Can you just
I,
chill?
I don't go off of rankings from high school. You know what I mean? All that stuff be overrated a lot of times. A lot of things that them kids do to get them stars, they don't even perform with pads on when they get them stars and shit. It's a lot of 40-yard dashes and who look good without their pads on. So that stuff be overrated anyway. Um, but at least Jackson Arnold, as an OU starter this year, he was 3-0. You know what I'm saying? So an undefeated quarterback gets benched and don't even let the whole half go
Mm.
out. You know what I'm saying? That's questionable right there. It to me, if I'm a player, which I've been on that level before, if a coach does that, the kids on the sideline like, man, here we go with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like it's a panic. It's like, oh man, if we don't make this move right now, we may not be able to salvage the season, and it's still early. You know what I'm saying?
And you still
And
lost.
yeah, and you still lost. But this is my thing. If you're gonna bring in one quarterback and run plays that's suitable to him, why not run plays that's suitable for the starter? You know what I'm saying? Because what I've seen from the Hawkins kid, a lot of his success was either breakdowns and he take off running, which we know he can do, and then they ran sprint out 100,000 times. But how many times are you gonna be able to run sprint out during a football game and it's gonna work? You know what I'm saying? That shit I mean, hell, once you put that shit on film and people get your tendencies, that shit ain't gonna work 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Sprint out, hell, your route tree is gonna get cut short, and then you sprint the quarterback out to the side that you're throwing to, so the field gets condensed. So it's not gonna be a high percentage play call that you can depend on throughout the year. But that's where his success came from. But they ran things that he was comfortable with, and they ran things that went with his attributes as having feet. I don't understand why they don't run things with Jackson Arnold that go with him and what he does as a quarterback. They sit back there and try to do all that drop back shit with him, but actually one of his best attributes is running the football. They don't do no QB run game. The stuff that they try to do with Hawkins, they don't do that with Arnold. And I don't understand why. And because of that, I think it's unfair to Jackson Arnold to judge him when the coaches ain't putting him in the right situation with play calls that he does best. I think
Okay,
if you
okay.
implement more run game, QB run game, and then that sets up the RPO, and then that sets up the downfield throwing, I think you see a little bit better kid. But shit, the play calls that they made today, shit, it's gonna mess up anybody's confidence as a quarterback because you're not doing nothing that the kid is comfortable with.
All right. So that's what Coach Williams had to
Hold
say. You know what I'm
on.
saying? But let's
Okay.
hold on. Let
You
me
can
hold
say
on,
that, but
Dart. Before you go,
they
Dart.
did do quarterback run game, and he pissed down his leg and fumbled on the fucking 5 yard line.
Well,
But okay,
he had a fumble. Yeah, he fumbled.
yeah, yeah, I'm saying, but damn, who doesn't? You know what I'm saying? Shit,
But
Shador had bad
but that's
plays during his
Right?
game,
Everybody
and then
has
he threw a
bad
Hail Mary
plays.
to win the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't take a 5 seconds out of an hour game and say, I'm going to bench you over that 5 seconds or over 59 minutes and 50 seconds that's still been played the rest of the game. You know what I'm
so
saying? I mean, shit, everybody made mistakes, but I guess because he's a 5-star quarterback, he doesn't have the room, and he's getting paid NIL money. He doesn't have the room to be able to make certain errors.
So
But I'm saying like
go ahead.
he's been the number one quarterback, so they ain't running plays. All the plays that they running ain't tailored toward Jackson Arnold or what they thought
And
was his strength.
even versus Tulane, they didn't run read zone very much. Even though he had success running it. Shit, he had like a 50-yard game on a read zone pulling the
Definitely had a
ball
57-yard run.
versus Tulane, and they never come back. They never run the ball back to back.
Never.
You know
A
what I'm
lot
saying?
of times Jackson ought to handed the ball off when he should have kept it. That's him. That's being a quarterback and having that type of vision. Just like, hey, do I need to give it? Do I know to keep it?
Nah, man, that's not what's going on, man. That boy out there making the right reads. Now, the interception he threw, that's a bad interception for college football. You should be able to see a cover 2 corner sinking. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, shit, just think if Peyton Manning was benched for the rest of his career in his first year in Indianapolis.
And this is all I'm trying to, and that's my point. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. If it came to mistakes and I made 3 mistakes and now I'm benched and now the team don't believe in me no more, you just ruined the kid. Now
so what I'm asking you is,
and it ain't like he's trash. It ain't like he got it ain't like he ain't got no talent.
In the first 3 games, in the first 3 games, have he showed any signs of being an elite quarterback?
Why does he have to be elite? He can just be enough
because
to win
he's a
football games.
5-star.
No, you see what you just said, Nino?
He's
you
a
heard
5-star.
You heard him? Because he's a 5-star.
Listen,
he's supposed to perform like Peyton Manning at the Hall of Fame level.
Listen, he's a 5-star high school football player.
That means nothing in college.
He ain't a fucking 5-star nothing in college.
In college
he's
football,
he's a 5-star high school football player.
In college football, that means the most. When they talk about quarterbacks, the number one thing they're gonna say,
it's about what have you done for me lately.
He's the number one quarterback in the nation. He was the number one this. He was the number one that.
Y'all listening to all the broadcasters and analysts
that's
supposed to do that to hype the player in the game up.
In this climate, when you are ranked on a certain level, you are expected to play at a certain level.
And listen, but what level has he not played at? Listen, you asking what has he done in 3 games? In 3 games, when has the offensive coordinator ran back-to-back plays, run plays?
Yeah, that's facts.
They don't.
You asking all this shit about a freshman quarterback. What about the people that's calling the plays for him?
They not helping them out. That's what I'm saying. They not helping them.
This ain't even an OU fan. I'm just watching football. I would make this argument for anybody. OU will bust a 13, 14-yard run and then come back with some weak-ass pass plays. Hey, Tennessee got the football fumble. OU got the ball back, and the fucking coordinator ran an RPO screenplay, throwing it behind the line of scrimmage. Run the fucking football on first down.
Because they did that to play before and he fumbled.
The running back didn't fumble. Run the football. You got 4 running backs and none of them got over 8 carries. How do you have 4 running backs and nobody over 8 carries?
Hey, Trey, mute yourself.
So when the same shit happens,
how do you have 4 running backs and how's the quarterback having the most attempts rushing and you got a number 1 running back in the country sitting there with 3 carries, another running back with 3 carries, another running back with 4 carries?
Actually, he got Taylor. He got banged up and he didn't come back in the game.
Listen, Sawchuck is there. Why he ain't getting no carry? Why are y'all not running the football more than 1 play in a row? That's
because the OU hasn't had not 1 running back show up to say I'm the number 1 running back.
Listen.
They gave the ball to
you can't have 11
11
carries between 3 running backs and think I'm gonna be in a groove. Come on, man. You know running back is a position that you got to keep on getting the football. And as the fourth quarter come, you get better and better and better at it.
Like we talked about, I said this last week, Javonte Barnes is not it.
Hey, but listen, y'all say everybody's not it. So what y'all saying
is ain't nobody it.
I didn't say that. Fucking players. That's what y'all saying.
I didn't say that.
When you in the past years, when in the past years, when you are dealing with top level athletes at a certain school, you used to a certain thing. When you see somebody not producing early, that's a perception. Okay, he's not it
I'm
because
saying,
you
but why?
you you
But
Hold
used
why
on,
do
to
hold
you
a
on.
have to
certain.
go?
See,
What perception
you
is
got your
there?
perception warped. You got your perception warped because everybody is different. You ain't gonna
Everybody's
Everybody different.
can't
Everybody's different.
What I'm saying is,
no.
I'm
It
talking.
ain't gonna be
Hold on,
no
hold on. One at
AP
a time.
walking
One
through
at a
this.
time. Let Dark go. Let Dark
It
go.
ain't gonna be no Joe Mixon. It ain't gonna be no Samaje P. Brown walking through this motherfucker no more. They
Mm-mm.
gone.
What I'm talking
Hey,
about.
but they got a good running
But they
back on the
got good
bench. He the
running
number
backs.
one motherfucker in the
Devontae,
country in high school, and they don't give him they not giving nobody the ball.
he got
Man,
hurt.
hey, Hawk,
That's a
okay,
he got.
Saltchuck. Hey,
He,
Dark, let me ask you this. You played running back. Suge, you played running back. Hawkins,
Mm-hmm.
you had the tackle running backs. Well, if somebody got a good ass running back in the backfield, 2 or 3 of them, and they only give them the ball 11 times total, what you gonna say? If you a running back, you gonna be like, man, give me the peel. If you defending them, you gonna be like, yes, don't get a good ass running backs the ball. Shit, I don't want to talk to him all day. Oh, you playing in the people's hand, not running the football. Who's good in their
I mean,
backfield? They don't
a
get
lot.
enough touches.
A lot of OU not running the football. They ain't had no consistent O line in at all.
Hey,
now
hey,
that's the one.
I just sat and
That's the
watched a
one thing I
couple of
have a
football
problem
games.
with the
They
OU
had
coach with
they
the
said
coaching.
they didn't had 11 different lineups in the O line so far. 11 different lineups.
Hey, every
But
single
no, you
thing I
can't.
hear y'all use is excuses. And I'm
That's
I'm
and I'm
just
gonna just keep it 100
listen.
with
I'm
y'all.
I'm gonna
Hey,
say
that's
that's on
hey,
facts.
coaching.
I'll be
That's on
thinking it's
coaching.
more football savvy. Hey man, check this out. I watched a game today where they ran the ball 35 times for 99 yards. They didn't give up on a fucking run, and they won the game. Oh, you can't give up on the run game. I don't give a damn how bad your offensive line is. Because if you give up on the run game, you become one-dimensional. And then
I
as a
mean,
defensive coordinator, I got you one-dimensional. I know where you at. I know what I can do.
Michigan gave up on the passing game and won. They threw for 32 yards passing today. They
You
gave up
proved
on
my
passing.
point, Hawk. You proved what. So why
That's
is
what I'm saying.
also you're saying that
Hey, listen, because
OU
Michigan was slamming their head 4 straight possessions. Boo, 3 and out. Boo, 3 and out. Boo. This is at the end of the game. Boo, 3 and out. Then when they really needed it, boo, 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 boo,
they
boo,
stick with it.
touchdown.
Hey man, OU hasn't ran the football too. And listen, I'm not no OU
That's one
fan.
thing I got to gripe with the
I,
offense. Because
I just give
Devontae Barnes is one of them running backs. He got to get the ball at least 15 times for him to be
Hey,
effective.
Dart. I mean, man, Suge, you couldn't get. Hey, Suge, back in the day, me and you played in the same backfield, man. What if me and you only got 3 carries in the game, and Coop and Landon them got 15,
I'm
16?
hot. I'm hot. Fish grease. Yeah. Yeah.
You
I
know
need
what I'm
about
saying? Hey,
15 of them.
listen, we came all consecutive times.
All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on. We got Jonathan Miller in the chat. He said your secondary is bad. He said Texas ain't throwing 21 times. We got Tex Boy 36. He said, I agree. The O-line is the issue, but Seth Luttrell is the main issue. The RPO, basic and lazy. It does not let any development in the run game.
Hey, listen.
You got to
Hey,
That's
listen.
looking
run
pretty.
RPO,
plays.
RPO
Appreciate y'all
is
in the
the
chat.
modern version. RPO is only the modern version of play action. So instead of being up under the center and taking a long ass drop to get to your play action, now you're just doing RPO, and it's a little just to freeze a linebacker enough to be able to get run angles and pass angles. That's all. But in order for RPO to work in the passing game, you got to run the football first.
Hey, listen. If you own 6 inches from the goal line and you can't get up under center and run a quarterback sneak into the end zone,
That came out in the shotgun, and I can't believe they
cause
put
you came out shotgun and you
the
ran a
JA kid
quarterback.
back in. I can't
Nino,
believe they put the JA
they
kid back
ran a
in.
they ran a quarterback outside zone, bro. That was an outside zone.
Because
That
this is
wasn't
my
even a
whole.
fucking lead.
Hey,
I
hold
mean,
on. Hey,
that wasn't even a lead. That's what I'm
This,
saying. It's like it's coaching, but the way he gonna call offense, Hawkins makes more sense. But
this is my
the
thing with OU right now. They
the
haven't showed
offense is
no
terrible, bro.
they haven't showed no strengths on offense. You don't know what's good, what's not. The passing don't look good. The running don't look good. They ain't showed no strengths at all on offense.
They have showed a strength. They just don't go back to it. That number 6, he's a strength.
I'm talking. Yeah,
They just go missing with him in the passing game. He'll go a whole quarter without getting the ball.
Y'all play defense just like I did, bro. They run the ball on first down 90% of the time, and they get 1 yard. So they put them in 2nd and 9, and then they try to throw an RPO or a pass, and they don't get it, and they in 3rd and 9.
That's that new age offense where 2nd and 9 you can't run. 2nd and 9 is still a rundown.
He too predictable with his he know his offensive line. You know your offensive line this week. You can't just run straight ahead thinking that if they ain't move no goddamn body all year, they ain't gonna move nobody now.
Man, Suge, they playing right into my hand right now, man. So Dart, that's what I'm saying. Why don't they run more read zone with the kid? Why don't they run more QB power, QB counter, and the running back is the extra lead blocker? So now you got the extra guy in the run game. That's what worked against Tulane. Even with DJ last year.
Go ahead.
A lot of stuff is not going to change until they figure out the
Hawkins on first down, bro, and start moving the ball and loosen up the defense and then running. You know what I'm saying?
What'd you say, Dart? Start off in the beginning of that thought. What'd you say? What'd you say, Dart? Yeah. Start that thought over. I didn't hear the beginning of it.
Like, I don't like his play calling because he's too obvious. I don't play fucking football no more, but I know what the fuck he running. Like, it ain't fucking hard to. He's predictable.
It's easy. Yeah, it's elementary. Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, he run on first down all the fucking time. Like, and then if you don't, he running the jet sweep. It's like, but you know what I'm saying?
So y'all offensive line don't do nothing well.
Hawkins is the best because Hawkins is actually moving the ball. That's all I was saying.
What
Hawkins got in there, the ball started moving. I don't know if it was just because of them 2 drives, but from what it looked like,
he scored what, 7 more points than what they did in the first half?
No, they had 3 points in the first half.
They had 3 in what they end. So they scored 12 more points. How many of that was field goals?
2 tubs.
He scored 2 touchdowns.
Oh, they just didn't get the 2-point conversions?
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. I don't. Just my personal opinion. I think the yardage that the Hawkins kid got may be a little bit of fool's gold. You know what I'm saying? I understand what y'all talking about, the team and energy and all that stuff. But what do you bank on when that energy and that spark of coming into the game wears off, and when y'all get 2-3 games down the line, and y'all
it's screwed because he didn't divide the team. You know, like I know, he didn't divide the team.
He can't throw downfield.
Part of it is Jackson Arnold, and part of it is going to be Hawkins. Y'all know that. Y'all done played football. One part is going to be Jackson Arnold. One part is going to be Hawkins.
Hey, why not let him go to halftime and then make the change coming out of the half? Why embarrass the kid and bench him with a minute something left in the second half?
The first half, but yeah.
Listen, I agree with all the panic, the offensive coaching, all of that. But I just said,
Hawkins is the better quarterback. You said Hawkins is the better look right now.
Hawkins just looks better running the offense.
Man, did you see that helmet and face mask? He don't look better.
Hey, so I got one last. I got one last question.
That shit is
and then
I look nasty. Hey, Roger. Hey, hold on. Can we before you go, can we get Roger Smith? Can you unmute yourself, sir? Unmute yourself. Let Roger Smith. Thank you for joining.
Question, and I'm gonna let the OU fans have it.
Already. Thank you for joining the chat.
What up, Roger?
And shoot, man, I just want to know your thoughts. What you think about the benching and the overall game? What you think, man?
I mean, like Nina said, I think they benched him because at first it's like they probably were trying to see if we can maybe score some points for halftime. I think that's why they tried to put him in at the end. But they realized quick that that wasn't going to happen, so they just let him ride it out. But I would think, it was necessary, honestly. I mean, they ain't gonna really matter if they ain't gonna be able to run the ball though. Who's actually back in the
Like,
backfield?
how many quarters do you need to see to like, hey, this guy is not producing?
More,
You
more
can't
than
pat
three,
you you can't
But
you
more than
Junior,
can't.
4 games.
All
More
what
than
I'm
but,
4 games
saying
when you
is,
undefeated.
so
but Junior,
against Temple, you can't go over 200 yards passing.
but Junior,
Nigga
this
didn't
is
call for it, but did the offense
listen,
call for over
Hey,
listen,
200-yard
Junior,
passing?
Junior.
hey.
This is
The
what
thing that I
Sugar's going.
heard, I'm
This
sorry,
is
go
what
ahead, Dart.
Sugar Nino is going to ask you. So if Hawkins goes out against Auburn, throws 2 picks and fumbles, are you going to pull him for Jackson Arnold?
You can't.
You got to.
No, you can't.
So what do
We
you
got
do?
to see. This is why you're not a
What do
coach
you
in
do?
D1 level.
So what do
You
you do?
can't.
This is why you ain't coaching
You
D1, man.
can't. Oh,
So
what?
this is what do you do?
What do
Hey,
you
hey,
do?
hey. No,
You
this is
just,
my
I guess you
question.
die with it.
Hey,
This, this,
hold on. Let me say this though.
you
The
and
biggest
this is
the
your
biggest
you didn't
decision
ride or die with your 5-star.
the biggest decision now is who's starting against Auburn. So that's going to tell a lot about the season going forward. If they say
No, the
we
season's
going with
over. What are you talking
Hawkins,
about?
Jackson Arnold is done.
No, it's over.
So
but
so
you playing the Hawkins kids
so
so
what do you
early in the season, you can't give it back to Jackson Arnold.
It happened before because they did the back and forth with Spencer Rattler and Caleb Williams
This
for
is a
one
different
How,
game.
coaching
how that
staff.
turned out?
This
It
is a
wasn't no
different
back
coaching
and
staff.
forth, and that turned out terrible. We lost both
And this
quarterbacks.
and this
Both
is a different
quarterbacks
coaching staff.
transferred. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all not remember that?
Oh,
And
we know
listen,
why we know why Caleb Williams
it,
left. So
Hey,
come
They
on
hey,
now.
hey,
both
hey, hey, hold
left.
on.
I,
Hold on.
hold
Hey,
on.
let
And
me
if
ask
y'all
the
don't
OU
think both
fans
of them can
this.
leave, y'all crazy. If y'all don't think
Who?
both of them
Hey,
can leave
hey,
at the end of
hey,
the year,
Yes,
y'all
both of them could
crazy.
leave. Yes.
Both of them could leave. If y'all don't think they both could leave again, y'all crazy.
it's the transfer portal. Hey, this is my question to the OU fans, and I'm gonna let y'all have the flow from here on out. But so you take a starter that's 3-0 this year. He may not be playing up to what everybody else think he should be playing
He
at,
ain't Kyler
but he
Murray
is
yet.
but he is undefeated, right? So you replace him before the half. All right. Do you think the person that you're replacing, the Arnold kid, Jackson Arnold, the kid that's replacing him, is he good enough to do what you all are expecting OU's offense to do without a running game? Or is it going to be just the same with Jackson Arnold back there?
Well, that's the same question OSU got right now.
No. I'm not talking about OSU.
No,
I asked a question about OU.
I'm just saying
I
that's the
don't know.
same thing OSU going through right now.
I don't
No.
know.
I need the
I don't know
answer
what.
about OU though.
Listen, listen.
The
I don't
Is
OSU.
know.
the
What
Hawkins
did you
kid
just
good
mention
enough?
OSU? What did OSU got to do with it?
Yeah, I
What I'm
don't know
saying
what it,
is
man.
they
That must
played
have been a good question.
what I'm saying is they played 3 quarterbacks. That's what I'm saying.
And you know how Oklahoma State
Fuck
looks. They
OSU.
scored 19 points this week, and they scored like
I
12 points
appreciate the
last week.
degree,
So,
but
What I'm saying is
yeah.
they was 3-0 and
so,
they
so what do you
worked on
do?
their third quarterback.
So is the Hawkins kid good
Didn't
enough
Bowman
to
get hurt?
play at the level of offense y'all want him to without a
You
run
got to
game?
see he ain't played a whole game. You got to see if he starts the
God
Auburn
damn, we
game,
Hey,
saw
I
a whole
thought you
that's the
half.
said
test.
y'all be looking at them stars, man. He's a 5-star. He's supposed to play at a certain level.
Hawkins is not wasn't a 5-star quarterback.
Again,
Is he a
again.
4-star? I mean,
So,
he a 4-star. He supposed to play at a certain level.
Yeah, but
hey, man,
when
listen.
you Jackson Arnold, the number 1 dual threat quarterback in the nation, you supposed to get out there and light it up, right?
No, you
Okay.
not. He's supposed to be a freshman and come through and play, man. God damn. I just
In
like, what
high
are we supposed to
school,
do? Like,
in
man,
high
whatever,
school,
man.
there's a difference between freshman and JV. Then there's a difference in speed between JV and varsity. So when you leave high school football going to
What I'm
college,
saying is
there's a difference.
when you got everybody hypes up a certain guy. They hyped up Jackson Arnold so much.
Y'all
Who?
listen to that. They're saying
Media.
he's a high school
What
Everybody
football
media?
player,
hyped.
and these
You
stars
hyped
don't
up.
mean shit. Y'all feed into the hype. and then y'all
They hyped him up
expectations be
so much
so
to
high.
where they hyped him up so much till they made Dylan Gabriel
Why'd you
transfer.
listen? Why'd you listen? You had a
This is
choice to
media.
listen to the hype
They
or not.
they told Dylan Gabriel you got to leave, even though he was a proven quarterback, because we
Hey, my
going with
question
Jackson
still has,
Arnold.
is Hawkins good enough to do
That's a fact, though.
on him to do on offense with no run game? Is any quarterback safe at OU with no run game?
No,
I'll make
not
it
none of
easy.
them.
I'll make it easy.
Thank
Answer
you,
the
because
question
none
about
of them.
Hawkins.
That's my
I'll
whole
make it
point
easy.
is.
Are any of the quarterbacks good without no run
Listen,
game and a bad offensive line? It's gonna
that's
catch up to whatever quarterback,
that's
especially the
my
more
whole
game
point.
tape they got on you.
You can put Lamar Jackson in there. I don't give a damn who you put in there. They not finna win with this offensive line and this offensive coordinator calling these plays. What are we talking about?
Don't run the
Like this,
ball back
we
to
like,
back.
oh, this Jackson. Did y'all see them plays other than that stupid interception he threw? That was, I mean, of course he should have
Cease
read
and
that.
desist on that record.
But man, he was
Back to
getting
back. I like
smacked.
that record.
Yeah, I like. He was getting smacked and thrown around. Like it's
Hey,
like,
Dart, you can answer the question. Dart, is the Hawkins boy good enough to do it without a run game? Can he play? Can he play at the elite level that OU
It
fans
ain't too
expect of
many
him?
schools that can do shit without a run game.
I'm gonna
Period.
tell you. I'm gonna
So
tell you
why
like
don't you
this.
just say no,
No,
Hawk? Why don't
I'm
you just
finna
say
answer the
no?
question. I'm finna answer the
Yeah,
question.
they
I'm
ain't
finna
gonna do nothing without a run game, of course.
So is
I'm finna answer the
Hawkins good
question.
enough? Is
I'm
Hawkins
finna
good
answer the
enough?
question.
Okay.
Hawkins would be the running game. Hawkins would be the running game, and he would get hurt.
You getting right back to what I was saying originally. So
That,
the run game
because
is with Arnold. They just not doing it. They not giving Arnold 15, 16 carries. They not giving Arnold 10 to 12 carries. His
Hey,
carries is coming from sacks, not from
if you got
design run game. But the
if your
design
quarterback
run
is
game is what got him all his yards versus
He had
Tulane and
plenty.
Houston.
Arnold had plenty opportunities to take off, and he didn't.
what the
no,
hell are you
if
but
talking
listen,
about?
What
hey,
game
When?
was he watching?
When?
I'm
What he
talking
was
throughout
running
the
for his
season.
life? What are you
All
talking
right, I'm
about?
not talking about this game. I'm talking about the
I'm talking about
four
every
games.
game.
Man,
What the
Hey,
fuck are you talking about? Like
Against Tulane, he had a 50-yard run versus Tulane.
exactly, he
And
ran for
hey,
damn near 100
run.
yards last game.
only
y'all
Man,
I
got
can't
come
take
on,
y'all
up for
man.
why
Stephen
You got
why
to
Curry.
come
y'all
with
got
better.
so much
You got to
stock
come
in
with better.
Jackson Arnold?
No, why do you have
Listen,
so much
hold
stock
on,
in benching Jackson Arnold?
Because
hold on,
he's
hold
Like
on, hold on,
as
trash.
if
hold on,
Hawkins,
hold
yes,
on.
we have the same last name, but that don't mean he's cold or nothing, my G.
When
Hold
I'm
on,
not saying
hold
He
he's
on,
can't
cold,
even
but
fucking throw the ball, my nigga.
I'm not
hold on.
saying Jackson Arnold is. I'm not saying Hawkins is the guy, but Jackson Arnold showing he's not it.
No,
What is
but
anybody
listen,
show? How can you show anything with no offensive
Nobody
line
on
and your
the only
offensive coordinator is calling trash ass plays? Who
I
can
mean,
show
that
anything?
no
that's the main
is
thing.
showing that he
It's
can do
like
something if he get the ball, but they don't even get him the ball. He's the only one that's got enough touches to show that he made or something. Running backs, quarterback, ain't nobody really had a chance.
I love this.
that
hey,
that
if your
that's the
quarterback
thing.
is your running game, you have no running game.
But
That's
Bottom
like
so,
line,
man,
when
Roderick, it's all coming back to the original point that so if he can't save you,
Nino,
if your running game is so bad that he can't save you, why pull Jackson Arnold with a minute left and a half?
That's the whole fucking point. Jesus Christ.
I mean,
If the Hawkins kid ain't that
evidently the
damn
especially
good to
coaches
overcome
don't
your
trust
weaknesses,
him. A lot of
especially
people
when you
on that
got to go
coaching
back to
staff do
him
not trust
against
him.
Auburn.
hey, how
You
you know
got
you
to
on the
go
coaching
back
staff?
to listen,
They benched him.
listen, listen. If if they are smart, they have to go back to Jackson Arnold and be like, we finna run like the Tim Tebow type offense. If they smart, that's what they do. The shit that they start running at the end of the game and start running more quarterback powers and shit like that, like that's the only way.
Because that's the offense that's gonna give them
Because
the extra hat in the run game to be able to block up the numbers. That's the only they got to do QB right. And even if it's not lining up with two H backs and all that shit, heavy packages. Even if you in 3-by-1 or 2-by-2, if you could run the read zone and his ass pull it off the edge, if you running QB ISO using a running back as a lead blocker, those things will eventually open up that RPO that they want to run. Then the play action shot downfield comes. But don't nobody respect OU's run game because you got 3 running backs with 11 carries. We're not going for the RPO fake. There's no threat. Play action works because the run game is working. OU ain't done nothing to, you know what I'm saying? And then this is the thing. If the offensive line is that bad, man, it's an old saying that a coach told me one day when I was young. Either you coaching it or you allowing it to happen. Either you coaching or you're so the offensive line not getting no push and being this bad 4-5 weeks into it, either you coaching it or you allowing it to happen.
So, like, this is the thing with me. The OU fan base is known for overreacting.
Oh, please believe me. That's why I be making fun of y'all ass.
What I'm saying, the OU fan base is known for overreacting.
Panic button.
Be honest.
Straight panic button. I will go ahead and admit to that. But at the same time, the past quarterbacks we've been used to a certain standard.
That's why y'all panicking. Y'all living in the past. This is
right. That shit's over with. It's over.
What I'm saying is, I'm talking as a fan base.
Well, fuck fandom. It's over.
Darnold. This ain't not Sam Darnold, but this ain't Sam. What's it? Sam Bradford. This ain't Josh Heupel came.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking as a whole. Like the fans, they used to a certain level of a quarterback that's top tier. So if they don't see that early, they throw them in the trash.
You doing it too, Hawk. It ain't.
I'm doing it too.
That's
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I just said that. As a fan base, that's what happens.
When we gotta quit doing that is what I'm saying. That's not helping us. How did that help us? How did that help us with Spencer Rattler when we switched to Caleb Williams just for him
and it worked?
Just for him? No, it did not fucking work. We lost to OSU, lost to Kansas. I mean, we beat Kansas, but then we lost to we lost like 3 more games. That shit didn't work. And they both left. And the team crumbled and they both left. It did not work. We gotta stop saying that. It did not work.
And the coach left.
Everybody left. It did not work.
I mean, he was leaving anyway. Come on, dog.
That was the worst thing that ever happened to our team.
He left and stole the QB. Come on with me out here to California. Come on.
Get out of here.
But
come on.
But
now.
Still.
Yeah, come on now. It was terrible.
But like, bro, you got to see the writing on the wall, bro. Like, this shit is fucked up. You know it. You know it. Your team chemistry is fucked.
Dart, you in the chat with us, you know what I'm saying? You in the chat with us, so this is gonna be familiar. You know what I mean? Hawk them, you know what I'm saying? Now, hey man, why is it when I be like, man, you gonna be in trouble this year, man? I can tell by the type of kids they recruiting, man. They not recruiting, so they got some bust off in there. How come OU fans be wanting to ridicule me when I say stuff like that? Then when it comes to fruition during the season, it's okay for OU fans to trash the whole team.
Because nobody want to hear that in the offseason. That's why.
Who was the bust? That's what I'm saying.
Nino been calling out a lot of players. I give him credit.
I'm saying. Tell me who the bust are. That's what I'm saying.
Well, in this 2024 class, they recruited a sorry ass running back out of Carl Albert, Xavier Robinson or something like that. He was not good. They recruited a boy out of Santa Fe that plays offensive line, Joshua Soltar. Seen him play in person. I said, if y'all recruiting, they recruited a kid out of Westmore just to sign David Stone that they not playing for some reason. They signed him to a scholarship. He's trash. So I was saying between just the kids that they recruiting in Oklahoma, it shows that they recruiting bad going into the SEC. These kids ain't college kids playing. And I either coached against these kids or I sat there and watched them play in person. But when I told
my question to you is
that, they got upset, man. No, man, they know what they doing, man. You just a high school coach, man. You ain't never coached no college football. You ain't like I don't talk to college coaches in and out the office about players all the time when they come recruit the high school that you at. You know what I'm saying? But I was ridiculed for it, man. You don't know what you're talking about, man. Man, you gonna develop kids. You gonna do this. You man, but you know, I'm not trying to
y'all got Nino laughing at us now. Look at this.
But it's funny that I be saying this shit 7, 8 months in advance, and I be ridiculed. But then when the shit start going down, y'all will turn on OU and sound worse than me, and I'm an outsider.
That's true.
That'd be
Nah,
fun.
nah, nah. Hey,
That'd
you
be
not
funny to
lying,
me,
cause
man. I
nah.
be calling all this shit early.
Now everybody trash. Everybody sucks
Everybody
now.
trash. Jackson
Let's
Arnold
bench
trash.
everyone.
Man, bench every the offensive line's trash. Seth Latrell need to be
So
fired
let
in
me
3
ask
games.
you who are the in-state kids they should have recruited but they didn't?
It ain't
Shit,
about insane.
the running back out of Santa Fe, I know that for sure. If they recruited the
Man,
Out of
kid out
man,
Santa
of
Fe?
Westmore, yeah,
that dude cold.
Where you
yeah,
at? Where you at now?
Cold. He just small. He going to
yeah.
Arizona
He
State.
don't pass the eyeball test, but he one of the
I'm
best
talking
players.
about the kids that's in college now that
Ah,
they
Shit,
didn't
man, you
recruit.
gonna make me think
listen,
about a
I'm a
whole
little
bunch of other shit.
intoxicated right now. I can't even name it.
I can tell you one is Caden Durham, the running back at LSU.
They did. They
Yeah,
got
well,
Taylor
he
Tatum.
signed up, but he decommitted and went to
Yeah, he
LSU. It's
decommitted. Yeah,
okay.
but you
It
said
They
who
got
they
happens.
should have
Tatum.
signed. Like at
Can't
least
get
they
everybody.
recruited him. This kid out of Santa Fe, they not even recruiting him, and he got a he committed to Arizona State.
Yeah, they did
He
all kinds of
cold.
dog shit.
Hey, he getting his ass kicked at Santa Fe, but he's still picking up 3 touchdowns, 224 yards in a game, but they lose. Like he doing his job, they just fucking suck.
Hey, bro, if you can rush for 2,000 yards and your team is average, hey, bro, you a fucking stud. Because you want to run behind a nigga, he already running behind a line. He ain't got no line, and he breaking.
Hey,
But
hey,
listen,
I mean,
hey,
Oklahoma's
Darkest.
under recruited anyway to begin with. So
Well,
listen,
there's
and the way
reasons
that,
for that,
and
but
listen,
there are reasons for that. But there are some good kids here. But the ones that they recruited was bad, and I called that shit out last year. And I had
and listen,
OU fans try to bite my head off and tell me, man, OU man, every kid ain't gonna be good coming out. You gotta develop in me. You gotta do this. You gotta, man. Listen, man.
But then we don't want to
OU can't.
develop nobody when they get there.
OU. First of all, it's hard to develop anybody in the transfer
so
portal era
so you
because
so you saying
they
David
there
Stone
for a
is a
year to
bad
come.
recruit?
One more
that
time.
ain't what he said.
Are
Now
you
you
That
just
is
saying David
wait.
not
Stone
what
is a
he
bad recruit?
said. Jesus.
I'm asking. Like
What he said? I didn't hear him.
He said,
I'm saying,
so you saying, go
I'm
ahead.
asking, is David Stone a bad recruit? I'm saying, I'm just
No.
asking.
No, he hasn't been on the field long enough to
Right.
be able to see if he is or not.
I felt like
He
he
got
should be
touched for a
starting.
loss today.
Who
I
Stone?
felt like
Yep,
Starting over who, though?
Yeah,
he
over
got
the
touched for a loss.
OU's D line has played well.
No,
I
they
can
what I'm
play
name
saying.
about
good.
5 kids.
What I'm saying, I
I
feel
can
like
name
he
about
should have
5.
more play. I
I
feel
feel
like
like he
he
should
should
get more
have more
playing time.
playing time. That's what I'm
I get
saying.
that. Yeah. I agree with
I thought
that.
you said he should be starting. I could have swore
Yeah,
I heard that.
I agree with more playing time.
Yeah, because when they said the Jackson kid was starting over him, it was a surprise for me.
Nah, because the Jackson kid, his attributes and the things that he can do,
Yeah, I
it
mean, yeah,
translates more to a college game because he's a
it,
shorter, stout wrestler type of build, or he can get
Yeah,
underneath boys and push them back.
And he's
Stone
Stone
is
not going to
Stone
get
longer, he got
moved.
long arms,
yeah.
It's gonna take him
Stone
longer
is
to develop.
Stone is just a little bit rawer than the number 56 kid still.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
it's like
65, but yeah.
Jackson has more technique, but Stone got more talent to me.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes. Yeah. I agree with that.
and that's why the 56 kid is playing.
Yeah. Hey,
Once
Five.
but even
once
90,
Stone's
95, he
technique catch
playing his
up,
big ass off.
once Stone's technique catch up with his talent, it ain't gonna be no denying him on the field. That's the
Yeah,
reason
Hey,
why
but,
he
but
just ain't playing.
56 is Grayson Hall. Let's give him some
I
respect.
mean,
65
yeah,
is Jaden Jackson
I'm
that y'all
sorry.
65.
talking
Yeah.
about. I'm just saying,
65
But
is
let's give
Grayson
fine.
Hall
Grayson
is
Hall a little
Yeah,
balling too,
respect because he
cuz.
played BB baller.
yeah. 65, 95. Um,
So
Uh,
this might like after watching the game, you couldn't ask for a better defensive performance than your defense. The defense played like they supposed to play.
they
they
played
played good
well.
enough for OU to win, even
They
with
They
played
played
a
good
lot
well.
of
enough
OU's
for
mistakes.
OU to win the game.
They played well enough for them to
You
win.
got
Hey,
the number one
and that's
scoring
why,
offense in the nation, and you
shoot, they
held
keep
them.
on coming back to you, boy, at the end of the. Hey, when your defense is playing that fucking good, that's why you as a coach, you show composure in your decisions and you stick with the fucking quarterback.
Mm.
You don't say I got a great defense, so my
Right, you
defense is
tighten
playing this
up. We got the
well,
D.
and then I hit the button and then go change everything to throw the whole fucking chemistry off.
I mean, evidently it was in-house. It was like that. They've been thinking about this for a while now.
That
Man,
don't
how
mean it's a
you
good
know, man?
decision.
You on the staff? How you know?
No, what
That
I'm
no.
not on the staff for them to bitch him that fast.
Are you on the staff?
Is
For
he on
him
the
to get
staff?
benched like
He
that,
said evidently this is the inside job. Man, how you know, man? What
it,
news apps you got that we ain't got,
it's one of them
man?
calls that came down and man, get his ass up out of there, man.
Nah, it was the panic button, man. They hear this shit, man. All the shit that we talking, they hear this shit. Pressure bust pipes. All these people, man, Venables did this and that at Clemson. That was as a coordinator. It's different when all the decisions is on your ass. It's a different ball game, baby. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, people can call play. What is your clock management like? What is your game management like? What are your decision makers like? What is your forward thinking like? Brent Venables is in the same position as Jackson Arnold. He learning on the job. He gonna fuck up because this is his first head coaching
Exactly.
job.
Listen, we got a first year. We got offensive coordinator Seth Luttrell. Brent Venables in his third year. Like everybody's learning on the job. So to throw it all on this young kid, like I just think it's disgusting. I didn't like it. And I don't think it's gonna work, bro. I think we're setting our program back when you doing moves like this, like you panic button pressing. You look like Drake out here, bro. Putting that
Like you
SOB.
play the video game. It's like you
Right up
playing
and
the video
down.
game, bro.
So
You panicking.
you believe it is going down with the ship. If it's gonna
No,
be bad, let it be bad.
no,
Hey, listen.
No.
How is
listen. Hold
one
on.
loss
Let me
going
answer the
Hold
down
on,
with the
question.
one
ship?
person, one person, one person.
Let me get it. Let me get it.
Let Dart get it.
DB should have got on the headset and said, "Run the fucking quarterback." That's what he
Man,
should have
just
did.
the
Okay.
Settle the
same
fuck
shit he didn't
Okay.
do
down.
against
Okay.
Texas
Run the
I
last
agree
year on
fucking
with
some of them
that.
fourth
quarterback.
down
I agree
calls.
with that. I agree with that, Dart.
Run
Hey,
the
that's
fucking
the same
quarterback.
thing
Because
I was saying last year about
to
Brent
be
Venables.
honest,
Some of
that's
those
what he did with.
calls.
Go ahead, Nino.
Now, I was saying that last year. Like some of the things that y'all be blaming on the offensive coordinator, that's Venables because he got a headset that got both channels. He got the defensive channel and offensive channel and special teams channel. He hear what the fuck is going through the headset.
You got it. You got
Say
to
now
put your
he
foot
might not be a
down.
micromanager, and so he letting people do what they do, learn on the road and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, man, when the wins and losses go underneath the head coach, and at some point I got to be like, yo, hey man, it's 1st and 10. I want to see 2 run plays in a row right here. Give me your best shot right here. What's your best 2 run plays?
He might be a head coach to where he's so defensive minded, he put everything in the offensive coordinator's hands.
You can't. Hey, listen. So there
Bullshit.
again, it don't matter what
That's
kind of
why you
mind
say
you have,
that
you
shit.
still wrong.
You don't think Bob Stoops went up to Lincoln Riley and said, "Hey man, you got Joe Mixon and Samaj P. Run the
Hey,
fucking
run the
Football.
ball.
run the fucking
It gotta
ball."
be it gotta be BV. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you, they got 3 channels on them headsets, dog. He hear everything that go in and out of it. He's not just on the defensive channel. He hearing all this, and he's the one to say, go for it on 4th down, punt it on 4th down, fake the field goal right here. 4th down call, what you got? Hey, coach, we finna go with a heavy package, and we gonna run this bullshit to the right.
I would love to run the ball down, just run, and run it up. But one of these damn running backs got to show something. They got to get out there.
They got to get the ball, Hulk. 11 carries between 3 running backs.
I agree. I play running back. Yeah, of course. All state. Come on, talk to me.
Talk to him now.
So you should be understanding that 3 carries ain't enough.
Facts. Hey, let's hold on, got fellas. Let's go. Hold on. Let's go over the stats.
Got 9 carries.
Let's go over the stats. Let's go over the stats.
Bullshit.
Let's go over the stats real quick. We got
please, because I already looked at them.
We got Michael
All
Hawkins
running game is trash.
Let's go. Michael Hawkins passing the ball, 11 for 18, 61% completion percentage. Boy had 132 yards, 7.3 yards average per attempt, 1 touchdown, got sacked twice for 23 yards. Jackson Arnold was 7 for 16, 43%, 54 yards, 3.4 yards per average attempt. Terrible. 1 interception. Okay, he got sacked 1 time. We had
fumbled?
Michael Hawks had 12 carries for 22 yards. That's the most carries by anybody. We
12
had Deion
carries,
Burks,
dog.
12 carries. We had Deion Burks, 2 carries for 18 yards. Taylor Tatum, 3 carries for 14 yards. We had Javante Barnes, 8 carries for 12 yards. We had Sawchuck with 2 carries for -2. I don't understand that.
Who's the
Franklin,
lead
1
running back?
carry for -3. We had Jackson Arnold, 5 carries for -21, including them sacks. And we had 3 receptions for Petaway for 79 yards. He had a long of 46. Bauer Sharp, 36 yards on 4 receptions. He had a long of 13. You know what I'm saying? Neon Burks had 4 catches. This is his worst game. He had 32 yards, averaged 8 yards of reception. Had a long of 12. Brendan Thompson, I don't know why he was out there so much. Had 2 catches, 18 yards, 9 average 9 yards a catch. 12 was his long. We had Jake Roberts had 2 catches for 11 yards. We had Raggins, excuse me, from 1 reception for 10 yards. Barnes 2 catches for 0 yards. And that was it. And that was pretty pathetic. We had 7 punts. Hey, listen, the punter did an outstanding job. He averaged 51 yards per punt.
Man,
fan-fucking-tastic. Thank you.
Hey, Shug, just go to Tennessee. Go to Tennessee's runs and yards, the attempts and the yards.
Why would I want to do that?
I mean, just because
Dylan said I'm just fucking with you. Dylan Sampson.
OU's defense was playing outstanding, but Tennessee kept running the football.
They kept
no matter
pushing.
what.
Like, listen, Nico went 13 for 21, 194, 1 touchdown. It looked like a Jackson Arnold victory, didn't it? With 194, did not pass for over 200 yards.
Hey, man,
real quick.
Josh Heupel turned it off.
Real quick, Shug.
That shit that he hit to Dante Thornton, the wide receiver, that 60-some yard pass, I'm pretty sure he had that shit all night, bro.
So
yeah, with how aggressive OU safeties is playing, yep.
So what you said, Junior? Come on.
So y'all say that Jackson. So y'all say that Jackson Arnold don't run the ball enough, but you know he leads the team in rushing attempts.
I said, man, not today.
I'm talking for the season.
Today, they won those games. We talking about today.
Yeah, see, they won the games that he actually ran.
Yeah, but watch Tennessee. Listen to Tennessee's rushing attempts, and
okay, we got Nico for 13 for 21, 194 passing, 9.2 yards. He had 1 touchdown. He got sacked 3 times. We had this old dude who kept doing this roll. It wasn't even a spin; it was a slow roll. Number 6,
what happens when you
Dylan
don't wrap up
Sampson.
legs.
You're right, Dylan Sampson. 24 rushes for 92 yards, 1 touchdown. We had Bishop had 16 carries for 65 yards. That's already just
so as lights out as OU's defense played,
and they played
how much
well.
They played the backfield,
well.
how well they tackled early on, how much energy they played with, how much spunk, how much toughness and grit that they played with. That boy still had 24 carries for 96 yards.
Average 3.8. It ain't like he was just smashing. He was just grinding it out.
Hey, that's how you win a game. That's how you win a game 45-15 on the road. Your quarterback might not have doing
that little roll, that roll every time he got touched. He would just, I'm just gonna roll to the left, roll to the right.
I thought you had at least $120, to be honest with you.
Hey, Dart, the backup running back had 18 carries. You heard?
The backup,
running back had 18 carries. That's how you go into a hostile environment and win 25-15. You keep running the football.
And you had 79 plays, bro.
The same thing you said earlier. A lot of them rushing attempts was junk time.
Hey,
nigga.
What? Nah.
You don't know how they play, bro. Listen.
That wasn't
you don't know how they play.
Hawkins cat, man. This Hawkins cat is a real deal, man. This Hawkins cat is out there. He just start making stuff up to get the argument out.
What I'm saying is when you got a lead and you trying to protect the lead, You gonna
The
run,
last two
run,
All right, all
run,
possessions,
right.
run.
what do you
But
mean?
nah, but no,
They
that
ran,
was to
they
seal the
literally ran
game.
the
It
ball
Hey,
wasn't.
50.
man, you don't get 24 carries in late game
He had
time.
sealed the
They
game
ran the
runs.
ball
Yeah. Hey,
50. They
listen,
ran
listen,
the
listen,
ball
listen.
52 times
The
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 whole
backup
game.
running back had 18 and he had 24. Add that together.
Listen, they
You
have
know,
listen. They have 52 carries for 151 yards for the game.
They
Listen,
won.
if
you
you
know,
don't
though,
think
52 carries.
They stuck with the run. They got more
hey,
carries from one
That's
person
because
than OU
OU
got on
has
their
no
whole roster.
offense.
yeah, hey,
Huh?
yeah, hey, can I say this real quick?
bro,
The reason they had
Let
y'all
the
that
boy
many
speak.
the reason they had that many carries because they was going 3 and out a lot. So of course they had more. Tennessee had more possession, so they're gonna
Listen,
have a lot
listen,
more
listen,
rushing
listen,
because
listen.
OU couldn't have no offense
Li-
to keep them off the field.
All I'm
okay.
saying is they stuck as well as OU's defense played. Tennessee stuck with the run.
In what football game is 52 carries for 150 yards good?
You got to win the game by any means necessary.
What I'm
Hey,
What do you
listen,
saying is,
mean?
that's a
listen,
good stat line.
What do
52
you mean?
carries for
Listen,
150
listen,
yards.
hey,
listen. So look, I got
listen,
almost 300 yards offense. I got
hold on.
192 from the quarterback passing with no turnovers, and I got 52 carries. I'm keeping OU's offense off the field, and I'm scoring, milking the
He had two
clock.
So,
Run the
turnovers.
ball.
so
He did have two
literally, you
turnovers.
telling me 52 carries for 150 yards is a good rushing game?
But hold
It's
on,
what
Junior.
it took to win the game. OU's defense played lights out. That's
All right,
what you
one
got to
at a
do to
time.
Hold on,
win.
All right, go ahead, Dart.
Listen, if y'all don't think Josh Heupel didn't didn't want to run up the score and make this shit look ugly, because he could have. I'm telling you, the way they was playing, they had that fucking deep post shit 1-on-1
Open,
open
open,
all fucking game because they had to
open.
bring their safeties up to stop the run. And he like, okay, we'll do this shit. Y'all ain't finna do shit on our defense. So we gonna just play this game. We
Hey
gonna
man,
win. We gonna
he
continue to play
won the
this
He's
game.
foot
talking
man.
crazy there.
He adjusted to the football game and
Yeah,
won it
yeah.
the way they need to win it. Hey,
If he
listen,
wanted
why do I
to,
need to put the ball in the air and give OU a chance when they only got 3 points in 3 quarters? We gonna run the football
That's
and play
that's my,
field
you
position.
proving my point. They rushing the ball. Come on, dog.
They
but
stuck
in
with
the
it, man. Do you man?
game,
OU was smacking their ass. OU was
it wasn't,
smacking their ass in the run game. They just kept on running. Number 6, he was
yeah.
getting a spin move off and all, but a lot of
At
times he was getting hit in the backfield.
I wouldn't call that a
at,
spin move.
at
They
some
did
point in
that.
time,
That was a
at some
roll. I don't know
point,
what that
at
roll
Listen,
some
was.
point, you got to
because
look
they
at
was
the.
wanting to do because they had their safeties pulled up. If they wanted to go over the top and score anytime they wanted to, they could have.
They
Hey,
kind of
At
do
Dart,
some
that,
point,
Dart.
I
They
believe.
That's what
ran
I'm saying.
they ran the
That
football.
they
They
ran the
ran the
football.
football 52 times against an 8 and 9 man box.
for
That's
clock
brilliant.
management, you a
They
coach, right?
won. They
That's
won.
clock management. Of course, a
They
good coach. That's
won.
what you do.
Hey man, instead of like Tennessee would run the ball more than one time in a row. And then what Tennessee would do is on 3rd and 2, they would run the football. Oh, you would pass
Clock
that motherfucker.
management.
Yeah,
Nah,
I don't know where Lil Hawk be going
Listen,
with all these different sidetracks, man.
hey,
yeah.
listen, we
If
first to
you
go for the
doing
6 yard
something,
line.
you gotta lead, protect the lead, run the ball, run the clock.
Hey, we got what we are the 1 yard line or the 6 yard line, and we ready to pass play because we don't
Yeah,
have
what are
a
we doing?
quarterback.
Man, y'all running backs had 10 carries combined.
Nah,
You
man,
can't
we
give
got
up on the run
Hey,
game like that, dog.
Nino,
I don't care what
Nino,
age we playing in. Can't give up on the run game like that, man.
Nino,
If I was Sawchuck them, I'd be hot. DeMarco
Nino.
Murray, what are we
I would
doing all these
I
transfer.
gauntlet
guarantee
drills
you,
for?
I
between
would
three
transfer.
games, I bet you they running backs got probably 30 carries.
No, it's
Between three
pathetic.
games, they probably got like 30
Yeah,
carries.
that's what I'm saying. So how can anybody be judged on how good they are or not when they not given opportunity?
What they
Like that?
say? they've been saying a lot of the run game because they say their offensive line is not consistent. They ain't
Hey,
got the
Hawk.
same.
See, Hawk. This is what you and please don't take this as disrespect because last time I called you Lil Hawk out of love, you got mad at me. So please don't take this out of disrespect. But a lot of what you saying is what they saying. I don't give a damn about what they saying. I'm watching the game for myself. I can see it for my. I don't care about what all the analysts are saying. They suit and ties and blah blah blah. I can watch the game for myself. You got to stop listening to what everybody's saying because it's
What
making your
I'm saying for
expectations be
myself,
higher than what they need to be.
what I'm saying for myself is I haven't seen the same old line that not at one point all season. You got this guy playing left tackle, this guy playing guard, this guy playing center. Oh, you move him from center to tackle. You move this guy from guard to center.
Mm-hmm. But the quarterback's supposed to
It's
play
not
good, huh?
But the
consistent.
quarterback,
But
he
Jackson
keep
Arnold's
on
supposed to ball out, huh?
falling in the trap, Suge. He keep
All
on
right.
falling in these traps,
Okay.
Suge.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
But the
Since you
quarterback's supposed
can't
to
find,
ball. All right.
yeah, since you can't find a good enough
And boy,
excuse, I'll
Hawkins
give you
lays
one.
down there for 2 tubs. Talk to me.
At the
Dart,
end
I'm
of the
gonna give you,
game, bro.
Dart,
Like, who
I'm gonna give y'all,
cares?
Dart,
Who
I'm gonna give y'all
cares?
a good excuse that ain't nobody use. I thought an OU fan would be like, well, he's playing without his 2 top receivers. Number 3 not playing, broken foot, and number 4
Hey,
not playing.
you know why I ain't said
And
that?
Jay Gibbs ain't playing.
You know why I ain't said that? Because if
Tell
you
me
supposed to
why.
be
Tell me why.
when you supposed to get recruited at
He would said
OU,
that. He would have said that if Hawkins was starting.
if you supposed to be a
You'll give
receiver,
Michael Hawkins an excuse.
if you supposed to be a receiver recruited at OU, you supposed to be like that anyway.
Oh my God.
If you were all these niggas is 4, 5-star niggas, right? High
So
school,
what?
High school.
high school, quote unquote. But if you was a highly recruited receiver, it don't matter if you played or not. You supposed to
Hey, if you
plug and
watching the
play.
show right now, I appreciate it, man. Hit the subscribe button, hit the
You
like button,
supposed to
please.
Hit that
plug
like
and
Hey,
button.
play.
Hit that
bop
like
in,
button.
hey, bop
Hey,
in a super
no.
chat if you can, because I don't
Nobody
know
said
what
shit.
they talk about right now.
Nobody said shit when Alabama was unloading receiver after
We usually
receiver.
don't curse.
He ain't never. Oh, my bad.
No, I'm just talking to my audience.
Nobody said nothing when Alabama kept unloading. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
But how trash did Jalen?
Alabama got a
How trash did
17
Jalen Monroe look the first 4 games last year? Do you remember that?
Alabama got a
Hey, they stuck with him,
17-year-old
Suge.
No,
They
they
receiver.
stuck
stuck
with him,
with
Suge.
him.
Hey,
They
no.
benched-
Remember
they
they
benched
benched him
him.
though. Remember they
They
benched
benched
him.
him.
And
Yes,
they
he brought him
benched
back.
him and played 2 quarterbacks, and that didn't work, and they had to go back to him.
Yeah, they benched him at
They
first.
brought
They
him back
did bench
the next game. They better
The
bring
very
him
next game came
back
back.
the next
He
game.
came back, man.
What
Man,
And you know what
I'm
they
so
did?
glad you said that, Suge.
And I
Thank
will
you,
say
Suge.
that
That
Dark
was
Disc.
a good nugget right there,
I
Suge.
will
Thank you,
say
Suge.
that
that's what I said. The season's gonna go based on who's starting against Auburn.
And I said they better
Hey,
start Jackson
but
Arnold.
Auburn sucks. Why? That anybody might be able to play good
right.
against Auburn. That's fool's
Auburn
gold.
ain't good.
I'm gonna circle back to my question about
Just like the way
receiver.
you felt like the way the season would be going, basically.
Listen,
Yeah.
Jackson Arnold needs to finish the season as the starter, and then if both of them niggas is, then you go in the portal after the season. But Jackson Arnold needs to fucking finish the season as a starter.
Hey,
All
Dart,
right,
I don't
I
know.
hate
Check
him
me out.
saying
Check me
That
out.
kid look like he was ready to cry, man.
I don't know when you switch up, Dark, but they'll be on the same page.
Hold on. Listen to me. I agree. I agree. Going into Auburn, you go back to Jackson Arnold. Let him see. Okay, can he get everything back going?
I love
If
this
he
shit,
can't,
man. I love
Dude,
this
what
shit.
So
If
y'all
he
wanted him to
can't-
get
Why
benched only
bench him
to
in the
start
first place
again?
then?
What the?
Why
Hold
bench
on.
him in the first
I'm
place?
talking-
Hold on.
ba-
What the
what I'm
hell
saying,
are we
based-
talking about?
I'm talking based on what Dark said. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, you got to, bruh. I'm telling you.
No, this is the based on the results, is what Dark's saying. I think. I don't mean to speak for
Didn't
you.
even
Dart,
fucking
let
win
me
the
ask you something.
game.
Yeah, we didn't win or nothing.
Then you could really have a point of starting.
If I'm going with my opinion, the boy gone.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Man, I hope my facial expression got shown in this. Now I hope they show what I look like when he said
Lord.
that.
If I'm going based on what I'm saying, get the boy up out of there. I can't say what I really want to say, But get him up out of there, man.
Hey, get
It's been a
Jackson
great
Arnold
show,
out of there.
guys.
Hold on, man. No. Hold on. I got one more point. I got one more point back to receivers. If you recruited at a high level, you supposed to replace, unload, replace, upgrade. You use certain
You mean
schools.
reload? You mean
Who would be
reload?
Alabama? Who you talking about, Alabama?
I'm just saying certain schools, it don't
You talking
matter.
about Alabama?
Alabama, Ohio State, LSU's, they got
Ohio State
down.
won nothing since Ezekiel Elliott.
You said, all right, I'm talking receivers.
Hey,
they got top tier receivers though. If one person go down,
that's
you
more
reload
recent
with
than
another
what we
guy.
were. And
They
didn't
had
play
5
better in the college
first-round
football
receivers and
playoff.
still didn't win a championship. So what?
I'm talking. Oh, you ain't won nothing since 2000, so we ain't even
Of
talking
course
about
we
that.
haven't. Of course we haven't.
Well, what I'm
Hey,
saying,
We ain't gonna win nothing for another 20 years. We keep doing
Yeah,
this
it'd be
shit.
another. Hey, no, it is gonna be another goddamn 20 years.
Hey,
If we
hey,
depend.
This is what y'all not understanding. Other recruits is watching how OU is handling this quarterback shit, and they may
No,
the
we
way
gonna
they
lose
handling this
recruits.
shit, it's gonna fuck up the pipeline for a while. Y'all didn't know what I'm saying, like, cause they fucking up down there in Soonerland. They shouldn't have benched that. Hey, you benched that boy. You benched that boy with a minute left in the first half just to bring him back versus Auburn.
Hey, Nino, Latrell, I don't think he's gonna be there next year. To be honest with you,
He better not be.
He gonna gracefully take another position someplace else.
That where there's not the same pressure. I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm not foreseeing a man lose his job and get fired because behind the scenes people got kids and wives and stuff like that. So taking money out their pocket, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But you did sign up for this. You know what I'm saying? And I will say this: for his debut in a big conference, SEC, OU,
Terrible.
I think it's very elementary the stuff that he's calling. You would think that he would be able to call a more in-depth game with the experience that he's supposed to have. You would think that it'd be more intricate parts to the offense than what we're seeing. But it's a very vanilla. It's almost like some of these offensive coordinators in high school. You know what I'm saying? It's very bland. It's not really anything that, you know what I mean?
I can't wait till it's my turn.
It's not tailored toward the defense that
I'm
they
finna
going
destroy this.
Well, I mean, QB run game would really help the defense. Suge, how long I've been saying QB run game, man? Since y'all played Arizona in the bowl game last year?
Yeah, since the bowl game, you wonder why they wasn't running Jackson Arnold. And I was like, well, shit, he can run. He ran in high school. I don't know why the hell they ain't run him. But
Man,
that was Seth Luttrell calling those plays. And Seth Luttrell is still calling the plays. And that brings me to something. Can I speak for just 2 seconds?
Yep, you got it.
God damn, I'm letting y'all talk. Y'all been just talking too. There's a whole lot of nah, but listen. Nah, I appreciate y'all, man. You're doing a great job, man. I've been entertained. I know the audience out there has been entertained by this nice conversation. We had great opinions from my boy Hawk Jr. in the chat. You know, Marcus Brown gonna do what he do. Even Roger popped
spice
in.
it up every now and then. That's all.
You know, Roger gonna pop. Nino hopped in. Trey hopped in, but he hopped out. I told him to mute up, but he hopped out. He looked like he was at a restaurant or something. He's probably out there living that life, eating that good Mexican food. I know what you're doing down there.
Hey, man.
In San Antonio.
The show was good. He like, I gotta pop in this thing. Let me leave what I'm doing real quick. I gotta pop in this thing real quick.
He's like, oh, whoa.
Sometimes you just gotta pop out.
Sometimes y'all pop out and show up, man. But listen, I just want to say what I got to say before we get off this line. Oh, Lord Jesus. Hey, it's been a long night. And goddamn Seth Luttrell gonna have an even longer night.
You on the clock.
No, I'm just saying. He's gonna have a very long night because what he showed to me was that, okay, if you said that Jackson Arnold was the best quarterback, have you seen these boys play together for over a year now? You know what I mean? You've seen him. You're supposed to know what he's supposed to be good at, right? You're supposed to know what you're supposed to be calling for this boy. But you come out here, you are not. I'm sorry, man. I know Jackson Arnold threw that. That was a bad interception. Terrible fumble down there in there. He should. I mean, I'm sure he thought his knee was on the ground. No, it was on Bauer Sharp. It was on your tight end. You wasn't on the ground. You fumbled. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he thought, what would you move? But no, it was just bad. And I'm not making no excuses for Jackson Arnold per se. What I'm saying is Michael Hoggins ain't gonna win you no more games than Jackson Arnold is because Seth Luttrell in the offense ain't gonna perform like it's supposed to perform because we don't have the offensive line. Even if we did, I don't even know if I still had a confidence in these plays that he's calling. Guys, we still seeing jet sweeps all the goddamn time. I saw some jet sweeps the first play of the game, the first 2 games. Did we talk about this?
Back to back, first play of the
Back
game,
to
back to back.
back.
I said it's predictable.
It's very predictable. They still run this Art Browse goddamn offense that they ain't perfected.
No,
Only Josh.
bullshit. No. No, that is what we running is not the Art Browse offense.
Hey,
What
hey,
we ran
hey,
last
that's
year.
where it come from.
hey,
No,
hey,
no,
y'all.
bull.
Let me know if I'm
This
wrong
supposed
with
to
the
be
way
a
I feel
hybrid.
about it.
They ain't spread out like that.
Yeah. Hey, let me know if I'm wrong with what my perception thus far, 4 games into it. It seems like his play calling is very spring game-ish, if you can understand where I'm coming from.
I definitely understand.
Yeah,
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying
it's
it's
like
dark. If it ain't,
I ain't trying to show too much. We're gonna run vanilla offense.
Listen,
It feels like what I saw in the spring
Spring
game.
game.
The same type play calls. Where you leave like, they ain't want to show everything. We just out here working on some things. Like there should be more, like you should see different formations. Like you don't see him formation and defenses to dictate the play calls that he's making. Like it's very, it's not layered enough, man. It's like one layer and that's it. You know what I'm
no, but
saying?
what
Like
I'm saying is, so if it's not dark, if it's not the R Browns offense, and if it's something
it's
different
not.
that they've now developed it to, then what is it now?
It's a combination of Mike Leach offense and supposed to be the air raid offense. I mean, the Art Browse offense. But the Art Browse offense is spread the fuck out like the way Tennessee was.
No,
Spread
but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
out.
they all come from his system, so I'm thinking it's based off of it. But they trying to do something different with it, but it ain't working.
No, no.
I mean, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying.
Just to
But
spice up the convo. What if Seth Luttrell feel like, hey man, I wouldn't even start, Jackson on. He ain't fit for this. He ain't fit for the offense.
that's what I think he said.
Okay.
What if he feel
Because
like,
I
hey,
saw a quote.
yeah,
Listen, I saw a
I
quote
can't
from him
run the offense
after the
with
second
him.
game. He did make a quote where I thought I can't remember the quote, but he had a quote, and I was like, "Damn, it sounds like he don't really like Jackson." I don't know. I don't remember the quote. I wish I had it on me, but I did hear
So
something where
if that's true, why when Mike the Hawkins kid get off in there, all you run with him is sprint out and a few dropbacks.
I don't think he got a plan for him either.
That's
all
what
I'm
I'm
gonna say
saying.
now.
Hey,
Like
that's
when
it.
you should have seen
I just
like,
don't think he's
okay,
a good offensive coordinator.
when Hawkins come in, you should see read zone, you should see speed option, you should see triple option, you should see levels routes, you should see quick game. You should be like, oh yeah, this is what his offense will look like with Hawkins in there. When Hawkins came in there, it was just like when they needed something, we gonna sprint out to the wide side of the field. If it ain't there, run it. If it hit the deep out, if you can hit it, if it ain't there, run it. When
But
he
shit,
dropped back the
they was
pass,
running the quick game too though. Them
the only
hitches
reason
and
why he
shit.
got that one little pass over the middle is because the defender for Tennessee failed.
Exactly.
But it was
Other than that, it was vanilla play calls.
I mean, but it's still that quick game though. The hitches and shit. The little quick reads.
Hey, okay, so
Man,
I mean,
I
I
got you.
just think Arnold could have did the exact same shit he was doing out there
Yeah,
with the
because
same.
shit, as a
If they would have called them
coordinator,
same plays, I think you did the same thing, man.
And
because
at the
as a
end of the
court,
day,
that's the question. That's the question. Was he running the same plays that Arnold was running?
Yeah, I don't know
no,
that.
Arnold was running more RPO and pocket stuff.
They keep
with
that's
with
all they run with Arnold is
with
RPO.
the Hawkins kid, they were running
No, for
like
real.
drop backs and they were running sprint outs.
Okay,
We're gonna
okay,
get you out on the edge.
that's what I'm saying. It feels like when Hawkins is in the game, that's what the offensive play call is supposed to look like.
Man, all I did was
When
coach high
Jackson
school
Arnold's in the
football.
game,
I,
it's
I
like,
wish
okay,
I wish somebody would. I wish a coach would run sprint out every motherfucking time when they need a play. I'm a blitz off the edge where he coming to and roll the
when
coverage and stop
when
that shit.
Arnold's in the game, it's like, okay, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him overthink stuff. Let's just bottle him up and just
No,
do
but
this.
it's
That's what it
I
seems
don't
like.
think it no, it seems like they want him to think a lot and fucking run this RPO every day, and that's depend on his decision making.
They can
Which is
settle that
stupid.
kid down a whole lot with QB run game.
For real, if they just
It-
like stop running RPOs and let him just be simplify it for him, please. Just like you did with Michael Hawkins.
Run some outside zone, run some split zone, run
Yeah.
some QB power, run some
All I
QB
gotta say,
counter,
man,
and
my
run some
QB
last
counter,
passes off
QB
that shit.
ISO,
my last statement is
send a jet motion across the formation to see if they in man to man, to see what zone they in and stuff like that.
All right, so
But
you get all right. So you say
my
your
last statement
But
is
but they doing that shit. That's why they was doing all that little weird ass motion.
I'm going
That's what they was
I'm
doing, the weird ass
going
motion
with
to Hawkins.
Hold on, Dark. Hold on. Let Julia. Let's wrap it up. Julia,
my
what's your
last
final
sta-
statement? What's your final
my
statement?
final statement is I'm going with last name Hawkins for personal reasons because my last name is what?
man,
Obviously.
I think we all knew that.
Yeah.
I think we all knew that.
Obviously.
Hey, yeah, if
Obviously,
the
I'm
stuff
going
you
with
coming
that same.
coming up with
He got
tonight don't
my
make no
exact
sense,
same name on the back of his jersey, Hawkins Jr.,
man.
and I'm going with him.
Go
Man,
get the jersey,
hey,
man. Go get the
hey,
number
hey,
9, man.
hey,
Go
this
get it.
live wouldn't be as long as it is if you would have just came out and said that to begin with. Huh?
I said it 5 weeks ago. Where you been?
No,
I
not just because of the last name. You were
I've
making up
been
all.
saying that. Yeah, come on now. This ain't nothing new.
Nah, he's out here. He
Yeah,
out here, man.
he telling me.
All right, so hey, Dark, what's your final wrap far as what you got to say about this game, man? Let's wrap it up, man.
We about to see how tight this team is, and Brent Venables got a hell of a coaching job he got to do the rest of the season
Mm.
because he just divided the team. Now, how he can keep it from getting any better? It's probably like
Or
the crack ain't too big right now. But if he start playing both of them and doing weird shit like that, he gonna fracture the team and it's gonna be weird. So, yeah. But defense is
so
studly. That's one thing
so
you can
y'all.
hang on.
Hey, Dark, do you remember when in the offseason everybody was saying, "Hey, man, Kyler Murray is better than Baker Mayfield"?
Yes.
Yeah.
The whole time
And they said
it was
Caleb
like
is better than Spencer Rattler.
they was like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
yeah.
man, Kyler Murray is way better than Baker. Why is he even playing?"
Hey, listen. But you gotta look at the people who is saying this shit and forget their sources. Just look at the people who is saying this. Are they people who played football? Are they people who watched a lot of football? Are they people who are even watching the practice to even give you a good thought of what they're doing in practice to
Talk to
see
him.
who's better than who?
Yeah, we got that. Roger Smith, unmute yourself if you're still there. You still there, Playboy?
Yeah,
You
I'm
know what I'm
still
saying?
here.
We
What's
ain't
up?
heard from you in a
What up?
minute, man. What you got
I'm
to say, man? Let's
listening.
wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
But
I
Kyler
would
Murray, a
say,
whole
man,
different story, man. That boy ran like a
Hold on.
4.2 and everybody knew it.
It sounded like
He
that boy in
do
the
it.
bathroom, man.
Let
Hold on.
Roger wrap it, man. Let's go.
no, I would say they need to try to run the ball, try to get some type of running game. But if they ain't ready to do that, it's looking like 6-6, maybe 7-5. And like I was telling you earlier, 6-6, seven and
Let's
five.
win 6, man. Let's win 6, please.
I mean, because I mean, I looked at the rest of the schedule, I'm like, it's only really 2 games. Auburn
Bro, it
and
look
Maine
rough.
that you know you're gonna
Hey,
win. You know what I'm saying?
thank you, Roderick, because our show was gonna bring up that schedule.
What you gonna bring
That's
up the
why
Yeah, it's
schedule?
only Auburn and Maine.
that's why tonight was even more critical and more of a
What you
panic
gonna bring
move
it
than
at?
anything because of the
Hey,
schedule
listen.
that's remaining.
Hey, listen. Next week listen. Check this out. We got Auburn. We got Texas. They are ranked number 1. We got South Carolina. We got Ole Miss. They ranked number 5. We got Maine. We got Missouri ranked number 7, who barely beat Vanderbilt today. And we ain't gonna talk about that though, Nino. Alabama, who
Hey, we got
they
to get
number
that
4.
dub by
They
end of
got
the
the
Don't
win.
year.
They got the
You
win. They
heard?
got the win.
Hey, listen,
They got the
don't
win.
just pass over South Carolina either. Like
That
they ain't no
quarterback running on
lightweight.
their ass.
Nah, they ain't no
Boy,
lollipop, but listen,
Hey, has
Alabama
OU
number
played on
4.
the
And
road
listen,
yet this year?
after
Has
no,
OU
Alabama's
played on the
listen,
road yet?
no.
listen,
Auburn is the first road game.
listen. 5
Ooh,
teams ranked in the top 7 in their
yeah,
next 8 games.
that's brutal, dog. That's why every decision is critical. And this one
I,
tonight,
That's why I say
I,
Mm.
it's a small. It could be a small crack right now, but boy, that thing could turn into the to a big
The
motherfucking
Grand
crack in a
Canyon.
minute, real
I
fast.
mean,
If you can't,
at the
if you
end of
ain't got no
the
passing
end of the day, Missouri ain't talking about shit though. I ain't worried about Missouri.
Oh
and
shit!
man, hey,
You know
listen,
what
Why
man.
Missouri? What we
you
just
gotta get
seen?
bought up?
Hey, listen, man. I don't make no excuses for what happens in the zoo. You heard? Hey, they barely won in overtime. I think them and OU are in the same boat. They played until OU played Tennessee. Both of them have played mediocre competition, and neither has showed anything that's dominating in any phase of the game, kicking, offense, or defense. And so it's gonna be interesting to see what they do.
That whole response like
Hey
sound like he
man,
was talking to the
listen,
news.
All right, all
I
right.
Nino,
mean,
Listen, listen.
Hey,
it's the truth, man.
forget
All
Shit,
right, hold on,
they
hold on.
all the bull. When it comes down to it, y'all got a good quarterback and y'all got Luther Burke.
if
Definitely got
that's the
Luther.
case, we
Hey,
wouldn't be
hey, no,
playing
no.
double
Hey, let's
overtime
let
with
him. Hold
Vandy.
on, Nino. Hold
I
on.
mean,
Hold on. Let's
Luther
let.
I'm
did
sorry.
Let.
Go
score a
ahead, Suge. Go
touchdown
ahead,
this
Suge.
year.
Go
God
ahead, Suge.
damn.
My
Hey,
bad, my
listen.
bad.
Let's let Nino get his final thought. Goddamn. Let's just all get our final thoughts out real quick.
Yeah.
And then, all right, Nino, get your shit
Yeah.
on. Let's go.
About OU.
About whatever. Let's go. Yeah, wrap it
Um,
up.
Wrap
shit.
it
As
up.
an outsider, um, aside from the quarterback situation, OU better figure out how to run the football. Or they better figure out how to use some quick pass game as an extension of the run game to be able to get those yards that they can't get. But I mean, shit, man, they getting paid millions of dollars, man. If you can't get motherfuckers that block counter, one back power, split zone, inside zone, wide zone, if you can't get good at something at all 5 of those gap scheme zones, if you can't get good at nothing, you're in trouble, man. And with this schedule that they got, they really in trouble. So I mean, if they could figure out the run game, I think everybody with the injuries and stuff that OU can get back. You know, I mean, shit, it's only one loss. You know what I mean? They for playoffs and championships, they still in the equation. You know what I'm saying? But that run game is serious, man. And if they don't get figured out, it'll be 7-5 or 6-6, like Roger say. If they get it figured out, I think the defense is good enough. You know what I'm saying, to at least still be in playoff contention at the end of the year. Maybe 3 losses, but they got to figure out the run game.
Nah, real talk. Man, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat for sure. Text
What's
boy
your something?
36. Hold on now. Jonathan Miller, Bogan Mall, my boy. Hey, even Nino dropped the chat in there. Hey, before he hopped on there. But shout out to everybody who hopped in. I appreciate the watch, man. Hit the like button, subscribe button. If you ain't subscribed, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get it in. My final thoughts is, hey, I don't think they should have took Jackson Arnold out the game, but they did. I think they gotta live with their decisions.
Yep, yep,
I
yep.
like Michael Hawkins. Be honest with you, I just didn't like the decision. So I'm
Yeah,
conflicted because I
yep.
know Jackson Arnold was messing up. I seen him throw interceptions, fumble the football, make a couple of bad plays, but to me personally, I'd rather just lose the game with Jackson Arnold and let him learn, let him play, let him keep playing and fight through it. Maybe I don't know if he scores 2 touchdowns like Mike Hawkins did. I don't know if he has 2 more turnovers. I don't know. But I just rather see him go out on his shield. And goddamn me, I feel like I would know a lot more now. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say, okay, well, obviously, you know what I mean? He's not gonna work. If I seen more, I need to see more because the offensive line was so trash. I didn't really blame him for a couple things that happened out there. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So, but that was just me. I don't know if it's just me personally. But that's how I felt. I'm mad. I'm mad that Taylor Tatum got hurt because I saw him limp out first quarter. I said, "Damn." The way he limped out, I didn't think he was coming back in. Javante Barnes got smacked on his 17-yard run. Man, shout out to Tennessee. They play they play SEC football, man. They came down. So I guess all you SEC fans, especially you, Nino. I know you love the SEC, but yeah, y'all clap it up. Oh, you lost their first SEC game. Clap it up for yourselves. You know what I'm saying? They lost.
Oh, man.
They got beat up on a little bit, but
A
you
little
know what?
different, a little different.
They got it a little different. But I felt like the defense held their own.
They
And
did, they did.
I felt like the defense held their own. I feel like just we got the offense together. And I don't, hey, Seth Luttrell, if you heard this somehow, you probably won't. But if you do, bro, either get it together real fucking fast or you're gonna be gone. I'm just letting you know, bro. We don't play games around here in Norman.
Y'all really don't.
We
Y'all
don't
really
play
don't play that
games in
game.
Norman when it
Y'all
comes
really
to the
don't.
offensive
Y'all
coordinator.
really don't. Y'all
Hey, we
really
don't play
don't.
games.
Y'all make
Hurry
it.
up.
Hey, hey, Sugar, let me ask this. So can the Hawkins kid play with total confidence and be relaxed, seeing that they already benched the quarterback for him? He knows that they'll bench his ass for somebody else, right? Can he
Nah,
play? Can he
I don't
play with
know.
composure and relax?
I don't know if he can play
That's what I'm
relaxed.
saying, bro. That's why
He got
Jackson
a
Arnold
bar.
probably needs to start.
Yeah. I agree
Jackson
with
Arnold
Dark
needs
on
to
that one because
start.
I agree with, and I didn't think Dark would agree with me on that, but I feel like even though you bench Jackson Arnold, I think you should bring him back because it's gonna be a tough ass, bro, to ask this little freshman.
I
Uh,
mean, it's a tough test for both of
not to call him little freshman, but you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm
And I
saying?
them,
mean,
but they need to have a come to Jesus. They're gonna have to have a come to Jesus meeting because
definitely.
some stuff
Even
is
if the
fractured.
people not even cool afterwards.
Right.
Yeah, but for real, because like I mean, it's just crazy. But because like I said, if Michael Hawkins has the same type of game, what are you gonna do? If you
The way
start
the
Michael
way
Exactly.
Hawkins,
he played in the
Exactly.
second half isn't good enough to beat I don't think Ole Miss, Bama, Texas, you know what I mean? Like it may I think Missouri game gonna be a good one. But like his 128 in the second half, I don't think that game is good enough to beat some of the people that's left on their schedule. I
Mm-mm.
just it's gonna have to be better than that to win some games. You know what I'm saying?
he ain't gonna make it.
All you talking about, yeah. He
He
took some
ain't
shots
gonna make
tonight, boy. He
it.
took some shots.
He
He
was.
kept getting up slower and slower.
Hey man, that's a different type of that's a different type of wear and tear. I can't imagine with that boy. He gonna be super sore after that flip.
Ice bath all day. Ice
Man,
Boy,
bath all day.
for sure. But yeah, they Oklahoma Sooners in Norman on a Saturday night, September, late September, first SEC game of all time,
Yep. Yep.
officially. Although we play SEC teams and we won a lot of those games. Actually, we got a winning record against SEC teams. But
Go ahead, throw
today
that
we
in there.
lost.
Go ahead. Go ahead, throw that
Hey,
in
you know
there
I
real
got to throw
quick.
it in there. Today we lost.
Get your get back
today,
real quick. Get your get back real
today,
quick.
Today we lost 25-15 down in Norman, Oklahoma. Man, I still love my Sooners. Boomer all day. Brent Venables, get it together. Seth Luttrell, you on the clock, buddy. And you better get it together real fast. And man, I just appreciate everybody watching. Thank you for everybody who tuned in. I appreciate my boys, my co-hosts, everybody who popped in. Nino, Marcus, Roderick, Trey, who even didn't even say nothing, but he hopped in. Hawk Jr. You know what I'm saying? My guys, man. we out here. Sean wasn't able to make it today. He went to the game, so I'm curious to see what he had to say. But hey man, thank y'all for everything, and we will be back hopefully before next weekend. But if not, we'll see you next weekend on the next post game show. You know how we